Welcome to Pod Studio, level up your fluency from trending topics. Today we are going to talk about building your AI writer with Claude.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, your essential shortcut to being brilliantly well-informed. Today, we're diving into something I think, pretty much every creator or entrepreneur wrestles with. It's that constant pressure, right? How do you keep putting out fresh, authentic content when your schedule is just completely packed?
Yeah, it's relentless.
We've all been there, staring at that blank page, or maybe even worse, you try using an AI tool and get back this generic stuff that sounds nothing like you. A bit cheesy, even.
Exactly. That disconnect is a real frustration.
But what if you could actually, build an AI writing assistant that gets you, one that understands your specific voice, your brand, your audience, an assistant that could genuinely help you create unique content, freeing you up for, everything else. That's really our mission today. We're going deep on how to craft that personalized AI writer, and we'll be focusing specifically on a tool called Claude.
Right.
We're pulling insights from a really practical article called Make Your Own AI Writer with Claude. No tech skills required. Sounds promising, doesn't it?
It really does. And that's exactly what we want to deliver for you in this deep dive. Yeah. Think of it as moving beyond those basic prompts that give you bland results.
Yeah.
We're aiming for a much more practical, truly customized way to generate content. And a core idea, something the article really emphasizes, is this simple but powerful principle. The better your input, the better your output.
Makes sense.
But what's really fascinating isn't just that it works, but how it lets you basically extend your own thinking, your unique creativity through the AI itself. It's about leveraging your knowledge.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Because if you're listening and you're, say, running a business, juggling projects, maybe even have a day job alongside your creative work, you know this struggle intimately. There are just never enough hours in the week to create all the content you want to create or maybe feel you need to create while still doing the main job.
Absolutely, the content treadmill.
And many of us, myself included, have probably tried using AI, maybe ChatGPT, maybe even Claude's basic interface, but the results, often disappointing, right? It feels kind of mechanical or bland, just not you. And the article really nails it. Generic questions get generic answers. If you ask for a blog post, you get a blog post. Probably the same one everyone else is getting.
Exactly. And, this challenge, it actually taps into something bigger, this massive information overload we're all swimming in.
Right.
Everyone's trying to create something unique, something that stands out. But the sheer volume of content needed feels overwhelming. So the real breakthrough isn't just using AI, it's using it strategically.
How so?
Well, it's about taking these incredibly powerful tools and using them to, say, repurpose your own hard-earned insights, your existing work, to produce content that is genuinely yours, reflecting your perspective, tailored for your audience.
Instead of just more generic stuff.
Precisely, avoiding that derivative material. In fact, it's interesting, the article we're talking about, the author actually used AI to outline and draft it, based on their own real conversations. And then, crucially, they edited it carefully.
So they practiced what they preached.
A perfect example of the principle in action. Using AI to augment their own process, not replace it.
So let's talk about Claude specifically then. You mentioned it's from Anthropic. What makes it different? It's not just another ChatGPT clone, is it?
No, not exactly. It's definitely an advanced large language model designed for complex tasks like content creation, analysis, problem solving, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But its real edge, especially for creators like you listening, is this ability to help you build a truly personalized AI assistant.
Personalized how?
Unlike some tools that kind of force you into predefined templates, Claude gives you the flexibility to really tailor the AI to your specific business, your content strategy, your unique brand identity. It learns you.
Okay, that sounds interesting. How does it compare practically, say, to ChatGPT, which a lot of people know?
Well, usability-wise, it'll feel familiar if you've used ChatGPT. It's a chat interface.
Right.
Price-wise, it's pretty accessible. The Pro plan is around $20 a month, and they say unlimited usage, although, super heavy users might hit temporary caps sometimes.
Fair enough.
But the key things are these reusable assistants you can build within what they call projects. You can give them custom instructions, upload relevant files.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And the chat interface makes it easy to tweak things, refine the output.
Okay, projects sound key then.
Definitely. And what I have really compelling about Claude is just how flexible it is. The author of the article, for instance, they talked about feeding Claude bits of their podcast transcripts, blog post examples, a style guide they'd created.
So real examples of their own work.
Exactly. And the result, they said the AI-generated output needed very, very little editing. That's the goal, right?
Absolutely.
And this flexibility means Claude can be more than just a tool that spits out text. It can act like a critical friend almost, a collaborator.
How do you mean?
Well, it doesn't just have to agree with you. Because you've given it context and maybe even conflicting examples, it can offer different angles or suggest improvements, not just be a yes man.
Ah, I see. So it can help maintain authenticity by actually having a bit of simulated perspective.
Sort of, yes. It helps you refine your own ideas
Wow.
and maintain that unique voice, which is just crucial for creators.
Oh, okay. I'm sold on the potential. Let's get practical. How does someone actually start building this?
Wow.
First steps.
Right. First things first, you need that Claude Pro account. That's the $20 a month subscription.
Okay.
So you head over to the Claude website, sign up, choose the Pro plan, and they usually ask you to verify with an SMS code or something similar. Pretty standard stuff, quick and easy.
Got it. Account set up, then what?
Then, and this is where, as you said, it gets really interesting, you dive into Claude projects.
The game changer feature.
Absolutely. Because projects are how you create these reusable assistants. They're like dedicated workspaces for specific tasks. And bonus, if you have a team plan, you can actually share these projects.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah. So picture this. You create your first project, give it a clear name, maybe my blog writing assistant. Add a brief description.
Okay.
Then you start uploading some relevant files, maybe your style guide and audience persona document, a couple of your best blog posts.
Right, feeding it knowledge.
Exactly. And then just try a basic custom instruction, something simple like summarize the main points of the uploaded style guide. Just doing that starts to show you the power of having everything contained in one place.
Okay, I can see how that would work. It's like setting up its little workstation.
Precisely.
Okay.
And when we talk about building this AI writer, the article uses a great phrase.
Yeah.
You're essentially creating its entire world through context.
Its world. I like that. And no coding, right? That was in the title.
Zero coding needed. It's the beauty of it. You're just using plain English, natural language to tell it what it needs to know.
So what exactly goes into this world? What context does it need?
Good question. The article breaks it down into 3 critical pieces of knowledge, as they call it.
Okay.
First, you need a really clear audience profile or persona. Who are you actually talking to? Paint a detailed picture.
Right. Know your audience.
Second, information about you, your content, your business. What are your core messages? What makes your brand unique? What's your mission? All that foundational stuff.
Makes sense. And the third.
Third, and this is crucial, writing samples. Examples that really show off your unique voice and style. Ideally, the article suggests, include both positive examples, sound like this, and maybe even negative ones, avoid sounding like this.
Ah, examples of what not to do. That's smart.
Very smart. It helps define the boundaries.
And here's something cool the article mentioned. Claude is apparently really good at taking messy notes and turning them into something structured.
Yes, that's one of its superpowers, apparently.
Yeah.
If you've got scattered notes, maybe documents from different places, web clippings.
Which we all do.
Exactly, you can just upload them. It handles loads of file types, PDFs, Word docs, text files, CSVs, even HTML pages, EPBs. Quite a range.
So gather all that raw material you have lying around. Don't worry if it's messy.
Right. Let Claude help you organize it. And the article even gives a sample prompt you could use to get Claude to help structure these core knowledge documents.
Oh, handy. What's the gist?
It's something like, you are a content marketing specialist for my brand. Your job is to create 3 key onboarding documents: an audience profile, an About Us section, and a brand voice guide with writing samples. I'll give you a bunch of messy notes and files. Please turn these into clear, organized drafts for each document. Create each draft in a separate artifact.
Artifact. Is that a Claude term?
Yeah, it's basically how Claude presents distinct outputs like documents or code blocks within the chat. It keeps things tidy.
Okay, got it. So, step 1, get the account. Step 2, create a project. Step 3, build that knowledge base audience about you, writing samples either manually or using Claude's help to structure your notes.
You've got it. Create those 3 core documents and add them to your Claude project. That foundation is what allows the AI to start generating truly personalized content.
Okay, so the AI has its world, its knowledge base. Now we need to tell it what to do, right? Give it a job.
Exactly. And that brings us to the art of prompting, giving it its job description, as you say.
This feels like the crucial part.
It really is. Mastering prompting is absolutely key to getting the most out of your custom AI writer. Good prompts are what ensure you get that consistent brand voice, that the content is tailored to your audience, that you generate relevant ideas, and crucially, that the AI stays focused on the task.
So what makes a good prompt? The article mentioned pillars.
Yes, the 5 pillars of effective prompting, and these aren't just, tips. They represent a more strategic way to talk to the AI.
Okay, lay 'em on me.
Pillar 1, clear instructions. Be specific. Give it step-by-step guidance if needed. Don't just say, write something. Tell it how to write it.
Like outline first, then draft.
Exactly. Pillar 2, relevant context. Remind it briefly about the brand, the audience, the purpose of this specific piece of content. Even though it has the project knowledge, reinforcing context for the specific task helps.
Got it. Pillar 3.
Examples and templates. Show, don't just tell. If you have a great example of what you want, link to it or paste a snippet. Write in a style similar to this.
Makes sense. Number 4.
Specific details. This is where you get granular. Word count.
Yeah.
Desired tone, friendly, professional, witty. Specific points it absolutely must include.
Right.
Keyword.
Nitty-gritty.
And finally, pillar 5, iterative improvement. This is so important. Look at what the AI produces and then refine your prompt based on that output. Give it specific feedback. Make this section shorter. Expand on this point. Use simpler language here.
It's a loop then. Prompt, review, refine the prompt, review again.
Precisely. It's a conversation, a collaboration.
Okay, let's make this concrete. The article had an example, right, about meditation.
It did. A good one. So
Yeah.
imagine you want a blog post on the benefits of meditation. A really basic prompt is just write a blog post about meditation benefits.
Which gives you generic output.
Probably. But now, apply the pillars. First, clear instructions and context. Write a blog post for busy professionals looking to reduce stress.
Okay, audience defined.
Then, add structure. Include an intro, a section explaining what meditation is, sections on mental and physical benefits, and a conclusion with actionable tips.
Much clearer.
Then, examples and details. Aim for around 1,000 words. Maintain a friendly, encouraging tone, similar to link to example post. Include at least 1 scientific study reference and 3 practical tips readers can try today.
Getting specific now.
And finally, iteration. After it generates the draft, you'd follow up. Review this draft. Is the tone consistent? Could the introduction be more engaging? Add a stronger call to action.
Wow, okay. That's a world of difference from the initial simple request.
Isn't it? That detailed roadmap guides the AI much more effectively. And a quick tip for using Claude here. You can actually edit your previous message in the chat and resend it.
Oh, really? So you don't have to copy and paste or start a whole new prompt.
Exactly. It's great for that iterative refinement. Just tweak the prompt you already sent and hit send again. Super handy for experimenting.
That's a great practical tip. Now, you mentioned prompts, but the article also talked about custom instructions versus user messages. Can you clarify that?
Yeah, that's an important distinction. They work together. Think of custom instructions, sometimes called system prompts, as the permanent foundation for your project.
The overall rules.
Exactly. It's the AI's main job description for everything it does within that specific project. It sets the overall context, defines its role, maybe specifies the default tone or output format.
Like the example you gave earlier, you are a blog writing assistant for brand name.
Precisely that. It establishes the big picture framework that applies to all conversations within that project.
Okay, so that's the foundation. What are user messages then?
User messages are the specific individual tasks or questions you ask the AI within that established framework.
So the day-to-day instructions.
Right. They should be clear, specific to the task at hand, and provide any new information needed just for that task. The key is you don't need to repeat all the background info that's already in your custom instructions or your uploaded project knowledge.
Because Claude already has that context from the project setup.
Exactly. It remembers the world you built for it.
So what does this all mean in practice? Putting it together.
Well, this combination, the foundational custom instructions setting the stage, and the specific user messages giving the task that's basically the secret sauce, as the article puts it, behind how most really good specialized AI tools work. They have that background context built in.
And the article had an example of a good user message too, didn't it, for sleep hygiene?
It did. Something like, please write a blog post on 10 tips for better sleep hygiene using this outline. Outline provided. Target word count, 1,500, 2,000 words. Focus keyword, sleep hygiene tips. Include a call to action encouraging readers to try one tip.
See, that specific gives structure, details, but assumes the AI already knows the brand voice and audience from the project setup.
Precisely. So now, with your project set up, your knowledge files uploaded, and your custom instructions in place, you can use these kinds of targeted user messages to get that first draft written. A draft that should hopefully sound a lot more like you from the get-go.
Okay, this is starting to feel really powerful, but what about editing? No AI is perfect first time, right?
Absolutely not. And this leads to what the article calls one of the most powerful and cool features, asking the AI to critique its own work.
Really? You can do that?
Yes. Think of it like having a built-in editor right there in the chat.
How does that work? What would you ask it?
Well, say Claude just wrote a blog post draft for you. You could follow up with a prompt like, okay, now please review the blog post you just wrote. Give me feedback on 1, how well does it align with our brand voice and tone? 2, is it clear and well organized? 3, what areas could be stronger or need more detail? 4, any suggestions to make it more engaging for our target audience?
Wow. So you're asking it to put on its editor hat.
Exactly. Or for something shorter, like a social media caption, you might ask. Evaluate this Instagram caption. Is it consistent with our style? Does it grab attention? Can it be more concise? Any emoji or hashtag recommendations?
That's fascinating. It creates a feedback loop within the tool itself.
It really does. A virtuous cycle of feedback and refinement. And like the article says, as with any writing, the second draft is usually best. That's true for AI writers too.
Makes sense. You iterate.
But the article also stresses, be harsh in your critique. Be really, really clear about what you like and what you don't like. And importantly, you have to tell it what you like, positive reinforcement as well as negative.
So reward the good bits too, so it learns what to keep doing.
Precisely. It needs both kinds of feedback to really learn your preferences effectively.
That sounds incredibly useful, but thinking practically, what's the biggest challenge for creators when trying to use that feedback loop well? What's the hurdle?
That's a really good question. I think often the hurdle is the quality and the specificity of the feedback we give it.
So it's on us again.
It is. If you just say, I don't like it, the AI doesn't learn much. You need to be specific. This paragraph feels too formal, or this example isn't relevant to our audience. It's also about consistency, right? Treating the AI like an ongoing collaborator you're training, not just a one-off vending machine.
Right. It's an investment in training it over time.
Exactly. It's that two-way street of learning and continuous improvement.
Okay, so we've built this assistant, we're prompting it well, we're even getting it to self-critique. How do we make this whole setup really efficient, like reusable across different types of content?
Great point. The article offers some solid strategies for creating versatile, reusable Claude projects. One idea is modular custom instructions.
Modular, meaning?
Breaking down your big set of instructions into smaller, self-contained chunks you can easily swap in or out. So maybe you have a core brand voice module, but you swap in a blog post structure module or a social media tone module depending on the task.
Like building blocks.
Exactly. Another tip is having really organized project knowledge. Clearly labeling your audience personas, brand guideline documents, sample files, so they're easy to find, update, and reference within your prompts.
Good housekeeping, basically.
Pretty much. And related to that, using descriptive names and documentation for your projects themselves. If you have multiple projects, you need to know instantly what each one is designed for.
Makes sense, especially if you share them with a team.
Definitely. The article also briefly mentioned something called serialized instances, using like a code or numbering system like BX1 for blog task type 1, BX2 for type 2. This is more advanced, but it can help get super consistent output for very specific, repeatable tasks.
Okay, so maybe start simple, but know those advanced options exist. Could you give a couple of concrete examples of what these reusable projects might look like?
Sure. You could have a blog post writing assistant project. Its custom instructions would define its role for blogs, mention SEO focus, maybe target length. Its knowledge base would have your audience details, SEO keyword lists, and examples of your best blog posts.
Okay, clear purpose.
Or a social media content generator. Instructions would focus on brevity, platform-specific nuances like Instagram versus LinkedIn, and engagement. Project knowledge might include social media best practices, approved hashtag lists, and examples of high-performing posts.
Right. Different worlds for different tasks.
Exactly. Maybe an email marketing copywriter focused on subject lines, calls to action, and email structures with knowledge about your email segments and past campaign performance. Each project is optimized.
That makes a lot of sense for efficiency. But even with a great setup, how do you really ensure the quality stays high and the brand voice doesn't drift?
Crucial question. Quality control is ongoing. The article highlights several vital strategies. First and foremost, regular human review and editing. Cannot stress this enough.
AI is the assistant, not the boss.
Precisely. It's a starting point, maybe a really good starting point, but you need to inject your personal experiences, your latest insights, those human nuances.
What else?
Fact-checking. Always verify any facts, stats, or claims the AI generates. It can still make things up, hallucinate, as they say.
Good reminder, don't blindly trust it.
Never. No. Then maintain tone consistency. Keep providing clear examples of your desired tone and update them if your brand evolves. And of course, use that self-critique feature we discussed. Get the AI involved in quality control. Some people find a two-step process helpful. First, generate the raw content focusing on information and structure. Then, use a second separate prompt specifically designed to refine that draft for brand voice and style.
Interesting, like a separate polishing step.
Yeah. And finally, consider creating a simple brand voice checklist. Just a few bullet points that you or your team can quickly run through for any AI-generated content before it gets published. Consistency check.
That's very practical. Lots of layers to maintaining quality.
There are. And if we zoom out for a second, connect this to the bigger picture. All these strategies, all this effort, it reinforces that core idea. AI is here to augment you, not replace you.
Right.
Your creativity, your unique perspective, your strategic thinking, those are the things that make your content valuable. These tools just help you scale that, amplify it, without losing what makes it yours.
That's a powerful way to look at it, amplifying your unique voice.
Exactly. Leveraging technology to extend your reach and your impact authentically.
Wow. Okay. What an incredible deep dive this has been. We've really covered a lot of ground, from understanding the potential of building your own AI writer with Claude to the practical steps of setting up projects, crafting knowledge bases, mastering prompting, using self-critique, and ensuring quality and reusability. It really opens up possibilities, doesn't it? More output without burnout, overcoming writer's block, keeping that brand voice consistent.
Yeah, and freeing up time. Time for higher level strategy or engaging with your audience or just thinking.
Exactly. And even experimenting with new types of content you didn't have the bandwidth for before.
Absolutely. Which leads, I think, to a final thought for you listening.
Go for it.
The ultimate goal here, it's not really about replacing your voice or your expertise. It's about enhancing it significantly. Think about it. If you can automate a lot of the production of high quality content that genuinely sounds like you would talk about, what kinds of things the truly human things. Making deeper connections with your audience, building that community, having those nuanced conversations, taking those creative or strategic leaps that only a human can, the stuff AI can't do, that's where your energy can go.
So automate the production to free up space for connection and innovation.
Beautifully put. Let the AI handle the heavy lifting on drafting so you can focus on the heart of your work.
I love that. It reframes the whole thing. The future isn't AI taking over, it's AI becoming this incredibly powerful collaborator.
That's the potential.
So the message is, embrace this. Take these steps we've talked about. Start building that personalized AI writer today. Make it work for you and see what new possibilities open up for your content and your creativity.